gentlemen, damas y caballeros, the time has come for the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the unified WBO and WBA 154-pound championship of the world, 153.5 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, Puerto Rico's future of boxing, holds a record of 22 wins, no losses, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the undefeated, reigning and defending WBO Junior Middleweight Champion of the world. Damos la bienvenida al futuro del boxeo en Puerto Rico, Xander Zayas. It's showtime! Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Mohegan Sun Arena here in Uncasville, Connecticut, as Premier Boxing and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner in this interim world title bout, wearing red trunks with multicolored trim, fighting out of and representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He weighed in at a trim and ready 145.5 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with an outstanding record of 29 wins, no losses, one no decision, with 27 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the hard-hitting IBF #1 ranked welterweight contender, whose last 19 wins have all been by knockout.
Introducing the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron Ennis.
Ladies and gentlemen, boxing fans around the world, welcome back. Today, we are breaking down one of the most fascinating fantasy matchups in modern boxing, Xander Zayas versus Jaron Ennis. While this fight has not been officially announced, it has become one of the hottest discussions among boxing fans. Could the undefeated Puerto Rican sensation shock the world against one of boxing's most complete fighters? Or would Ennis prove why many believe he's the future pound-for-pound king? In this video, we'll analyze their styles, strengths, weaknesses, and predict exactly how this blockbuster showdown could unfold inside the ring. Xander Zayas has quickly established himself as one of the brightest young stars in boxing. Even at a young age, he displays remarkable maturity, patience, and ring IQ that many veterans would envy. His jab is sharp, his footwork is disciplined, and his punch selection is incredibly intelligent. Rather than chasing reckless knockouts, Zayas breaks opponents down methodically, targeting the body before opening opportunities upstairs. His calm demeanor under pressure has impressed fans and analysts alike, suggesting he possesses the mentality required to become a future world champion. Standing across from him would be Jaron Ennis, a fighter many experts believe is one of the most gifted boxers of this generation. Ennis combines explosive athleticism with devastating punching power and elite defensive awareness. Unlike many power punchers who rely on brute force, Boots possesses exceptional creativity inside the ring. He can switch stances effortlessly, counter from impossible angles, and finish opponents with either hand. His combination of speed, timing, and precision makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in professional boxing today. One of the biggest storylines heading into this fantasy matchup would be the difference in experience. While Zayas has continued climbing the rankings with impressive victories, Ennis has already proven himself against world-class opposition. That championship-level experience often becomes the deciding factor when elite fighters collide. Boots has fought under bright lights, handled championship pressure, and consistently delivered dominant performances on the biggest stages. Those experiences could provide a significant advantage if this fight ever becomes reality. Technically, both fighters possess outstanding fundamentals, but they apply them differently. Zayas prefers controlling distance with a disciplined jab, while gradually increasing pressure as the fight progresses. His offensive attacks are calculated, and he rarely wastes punches. Ennis, however, is far more unpredictable. He constantly changes angles, varies his rhythm, and keeps opponents guessing every second of every round. His ability to create openings through movement rather than simply waiting for mistakes separates him from many other elite fighters. Speed would almost certainly favor Jaron Ennis. Boots possesses lightning-fast hand speed that allows him to throw combinations before opponents can react. His explosive first step makes closing distance incredibly easy, while his defensive reflexes help him avoid incoming punches with minimal movement. Zayas has respectable speed himself, but matching Ennis in pure athleticism would likely prove extremely difficult over the course of 12 rounds. Power is another area where Boots Ennis appears to have the edge. Throughout his career, Ennis has demonstrated genuine knockout power capable of ending fights with a single perfectly timed punch. Whether attacking the body or landing clean shots upstairs, his finishing ability is among the best in boxing today. Zayas certainly carries respectable power, particularly with body shots, but his style is built more around accumulation than explosive one-punch knockouts. That being said, boxing has never been decided by power alone. Ring intelligence often changes everything. Xander Zayas understands positioning exceptionally well and rarely places himself in dangerous situations unnecessarily. His defensive discipline, patience, and willingness to stick to a game plan have become trademarks of his style. Against someone as dangerous as Boots Ennis, those qualities would be absolutely essential if he hopes to remain competitive deep into the championship rounds. Another fascinating aspect would be the battle of adjustments. Great fighters don't simply execute one strategy, they adapt. If Zayas begins controlling the pace early, Ennis possesses the versatility to switch tactics immediately. Likewise, if Boots becomes overly aggressive, Zayas has demonstrated the composure to capitalize on defensive mistakes. The chess match between both corners could become just as entertaining as the action inside the ring. Conditioning would likely play a major role as well. Both fighters have consistently shown excellent stamina throughout their professional careers. Ennis maintains explosive movement deep into fights, while Zayas continues applying intelligent pressure without fading physically. If neither man secures an early finish, fans could witness 12 rounds of high-level technical boxing featuring constant adjustments from both competitors. Psychologically, confidence would never be an issue. Both undefeated fighters believe they belong among boxing's elite. Ennis carries himself with supreme confidence, knowing few opponents have been able to seriously challenge him. Zayas, meanwhile, has repeatedly spoken about his championship ambitions and willingness to face the biggest names in the sport. Neither fighter would enter the ring intimidated, creating the perfect environment for an unforgettable battle. The opening rounds would likely feature cautious observation from both sides. Zayas would establish his jab, work behind intelligent footwork, and attempt to control distance. Ennis, meanwhile, would spend those early rounds collecting information, studying timing, and identifying patterns before gradually increasing his offensive output. Neither man would want to make costly mistakes against an opponent capable of capitalizing instantly. As the middle rounds arrive, the tempo would almost certainly increase dramatically. Boots Ennis would begin using more combinations, switching stances, and attacking from unpredictable angles. Zayas would respond by targeting the body, hoping to slow Ennis down and reduce his explosiveness during the later rounds. This phase of the fight could ultimately determine who takes control heading toward the championship rounds. If the contest reaches rounds 9 through 12, championship experience becomes increasingly important. This is where Ennis has repeatedly demonstrated his ability to remain composed while continuing to fight aggressively. Zayas certainly possesses excellent endurance, but facing someone with Boots' combination of pressure, speed, and finishing instincts for 12 rounds would represent the biggest challenge of his young career. One factor that cannot be ignored is Ennis' ability to finish fights when opportunities appear. Throughout his career, he has shown remarkable killer instinct. The moment an opponent appears hurt, Boots wastes no time capitalizing with accurate combinations and relentless pressure. Zayas has displayed tremendous toughness, but surviving those dangerous moments against one of boxing's most explosive finishers would require absolute perfection. However, fans should never underestimate the hunger of young champions on the rise. Xander Zayas has consistently improved with every performance, adding new dimensions to his game while maintaining impressive composure. If this matchup were to happen in the future after additional development, the competitive balance could become even more interesting. Youth, growth, and continuous improvement often reshape boxing's landscape in unexpected ways. So, who wins this dream matchup? Based on everything we've seen so far, Jaron Boots Ennis enters as the clear favorite. His elite speed, superior experience, devastating power, defensive versatility, and championship-level composure make him one of the toughest challengers in boxing for any opponent. Xander Zayas would undoubtedly have moments of success, showcasing his intelligence and technical skills, but sustaining that success over 12 rounds against Boots would be an enormous task. Our official prediction is Jaron "Boots" Ennis by late stoppage between rounds 9 and 11, or a clear unanimous decision if Zayas' durability carries him to the final bell. Nevertheless, boxing remains the sport of surprises. Every great champion eventually faces a defining challenge, and perhaps one day Xander Zayas will prove that he belongs among the very best. What do you think? Could Xander Zayas pull off the upset and announce himself as boxing's next superstar? Or would Jaron "Boots" Ennis continue his path toward pound-for-pound greatness? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest boxing previews, predictions, and fight analysis. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.